It's Katie Mitchell. This is my Create 9 for Media Literacy ED 486. This week's article was about the Google censorship. I guess my first reaction to it was kind of creeped out a little bit. Um, I really, I don't think it's a good idea for Google to have as much power as they do, but what are we going to do about it until it's regulated? That's kind of one of the things that I took from this article that I didn't really understand before I read it, was that online censorship is not regulated. There's no censorship group or department that views that and regulates that like there is in other areas of media besides just online. And in all reality, I think money talks. I think that the internet is the cornerstone of a lot of research, in particular collegiate researchers. So it's kind of concerning that there is this industry and this company that can censor all of this information that we take in, and there's no regulation for it. So there could potentially just be someone out there controlling it with money because they're paying Google. So that's something that really made me think about it. I think as far as company messages go, I think the public is often unaware of what companies try to hide. I don't think people go out searching for that kind of information. Companies also do a very good job of hiding that information. They pay people off and whatnot. And when things do come out in the media, it seemed like a really big scandal, but it never seems to last a very long time. So I don't think Potter probably wrote anything about it because it's not a lasting impression and it doesn't happen very often. My biggest connection to this article was about the elections, probably just because of the current election that's going to go on in November, with the primaries that have been going on. And it really made me think when they talked about Facebook. I follow a page called Now This, and they do a lot of videos about what's currently going on in the media. They have over 6 million followers, and I've noticed a trend since the primaries started that they only show negative videos about Donald Trump and only show positive videos about Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. And I don't. At first, I thought it might have been like maybe they're run by someone who has Democratic political affiliations. But I realized they just really kind of hate Donald Trump because there were no negative Ted Cruz videos and no negative other Republican videos, and Donald Trump just kind of is their scapegoat for those negative videos. And it kind of made me realize, like, that's all people see. That's all a lot of people see in terms of elections. That's where they get their information. So it's kind of concerning that they only show the negative impacts of one candidate and only the positive impacts of the other, when there are an amalgamation of both. My PLE, I don't think has really changed. I think it's made me be a little bit more concerned about where I get my information. But in all reality, like, Google controls so much. I mean, our emails from the university are run by Google. The search engine programmed into my iPhone is a Google search engine. So I'm not sure that there's a practical way to change that right now, but it definitely made me more aware of the fact that Google could be potentially limiting something that I'm trying to find. So, but I've taken a lot of time over my multiple years in college to kind of cultivate when I'm doing academic research. I don't just use Google. I mean, I do use Google Scholar, and for easier things, I'll use Google. But a lot of times I go to the library research database and do it that way, and then kind of cross-match stuff with like Google Scholar and other databases. So I try to be proactive with my PLE in terms of collection, but it doesn't always happen. But good article. I really liked this article. It showed me a lot of information that I didn't know and made me a little bit concerned about the power of Google. So I'm looking forward to more articles like it. Thanks.